we said let's focus on the squad for the Asia Cup. Age-wise, this is the oldest team. Number of matches that the exposure that this squad has played is only 77. So this is one of the oldest teams in the last decade. With the absence of Dhoni, our wicket keepers are largely inexperienced. Rohit Sharma is at 27. One of the most inexperienced captains in ODIs is what we have. But the squad is inexperienced. Namaste, Jai Hind, and welcome to yet another edition of Stats Chat. And this time, let's focus on the squad for the Asia Cup. Chief Selector Ajit Agarkar ने तो कह दिया था कि भाई more or less इसी 18 यानी 17 का स्क्वाड प्लस एक जो संजू सैमसन जा रहे हैं एज ऑब्जर्वर या बैकअप, इन्हीं 18 में से हम हमारे 15 चुनेंगे. 5 सितंबर तक इसको अनाउंस करना है. दे हैव टू अनाउंस इट बाय द 5th of September. What did we find based on the numbers? What stood out is that this squad is old. The average age is close to about 30, but they are inexperienced, and does that cause a problem? Let's try and understand and break it down by the numbers. What do the numbers suggest? Now, here's what we have done. We've compared the Asia Cup 2023 squad with the World Cup squads of 2011, 2015 and of course 2019. And they are marked in the indents. तो उस वक्त हमारा mix क्या था अगर आप देखें? So in the 2011 World Cup we had 4 batters. Now that's the same trend that was followed in 2019. But in 2015 and also 2023 we are actually going with 5 batsmen, 5 batters. In terms of fast bowlers, we have the same number as we had in this squad, fast bowlers as we had in the 2011 and 2015 World Cup, but not in the 2019 World Cup. If we look at spinners, this time we only have one proper spinner in Kuldeep. That's the only one proper spinner. The rest are all actually all-rounders. So we've included and said, punched up the all-rounders, and if you look at it, the spinners 3 and 2, and just we went with one proper spinner in the 2015 and 2023 World Cup. So that's how it is looking like. If you look at all-rounders, we've got the most number of all-rounders in this 2023 Asia Cup squad, vis-a-vis the 2011, 2015 and 2019 World Cup. And also wicketkeeper batters, if you look at it, this time we're going with 2 keepers because we got KL Rahul, Ishan Kishan in the mix, and we got to see if they push in Sanju Samson also in the 15, although it looks highly unlikely. But if you look at it, the last time around also we had 3 keeping options in the squad compared to just 1 keeper, that was MS Dhoni in 2011 and also 2015. But let's go further and have a look at the average age. सबको लगता था सबसे सीनियर टीम 2011 की है, वो टीम काफ़ी यंग थी. सबसे यंगेस्ट टीम अगर आप देखें तो 2015 में थी 27, that was the average age, 27. But the average age of this team in 2023 under Rohit Sharma is more than the 2011 team. So this is one of the oldest teams in the last decade that we are actually sending to the Asia Cup and thereafter into the World Cup if the set remains the same. These 18 में से 17 plus 1 में से हम final 15 चुनते हैं. The average age is 29.53. But how much of cricket have they played? If you look at it, this 2011 squad had actually played more games, 136 matches, the average matches played. This team has played the least number of matches overall. 77 is the average number of matches that this squad has actually played, the 2023 squad. The lowest in the last decade. 2015 was 81 and 2019 was 98. So if you look at it, age-wise, this is the oldest team. Number of matches that the exposure that this squad has played is only 77 compared to it. तो अगर आप देखें तो 2011 के मुकाबले 12 साल बाद 77 मैच के एवरेज के साथ हम इस स्क्वाड को चुन रहे हैं जिसमें से हम वर्ल्ड कप टीम को चुनने वाले हैं. So they are older but they are inexperienced. Now let's try and put this with the average match experience at the start of the ODI World Cup. The average match experience here would be 86. The average age would be 80. But look at the number of runs that have been scored. The number of runs also, barring 2015, is lesser than the 2019 and also the 2011 Cricket World Cup. The average number of runs scored, the average run scored is the least, even lower than 2015. 2,829 is the average run scored by this squad compared to the squads of 2011, 2015, 2019. So we are sending an older squad, inexperienced squad, lesser in the average, and also the average run scored. Now, let's try and quickly take this forward. The average wickets among the bowlers also. Bowlers also, if you were to see, the average match experience is the lowest was in 2015. It was a fresh crop of bowlers, but this is lesser than the 2019 average. The average age of the bowlers is also the same as 2011, averaging 30 years. Total number of wickets, highest was in 2011 and now it is 482. But the average wickets that have been taken, if you have been taken by this squad, the bowlers, is 80. Start of the World Cup, this is the total number of average wickets taken by the squad is 80, 72. The lowest was 2015. 2011 team ke muqable, this is lower. But if you see the quality of the bowling, they have taken wickets. They are around 30, which is the ripe age when you're supposed to be in top form. But will they deliver on that for the World Cup? We'll have to wait and watch. We see how Asia Cup 2023 pans out. अब अगर आप देखें कि एवरेज मैच एक्सपीरियंस, एवरेज एज, एवरेज विकेट्स, हमने ये देखा है कि इंडिया स्पिन बॉलिंग यूनिट, वो पेसर्स की बात थी, ये स्पिन बॉलर्स, स्पिन बॉलिंग यूनिट में हमारी परफॉर्मेंस बेटर हो जाती है 131. दैट मीन्स ऑल्दो वी आर टेकिंग ओनली वन जेन्युइन स्पिनर, but the all-rounders in the mix in Ravindra Jadeja, Akshar Patel have wicket-taking abilities, and that's why the yield with spin at the start of the ODI World Cup will be higher. These are the numbers in front of you, and the average age, they are the oldest lot across all World Cup squads from 2011 to now this Asia Cup squad at 30. So if you were to look at it, India's wicket keepers. Now let's look at wicket keepers. We looked at batting, we looked at fast bowling, we looked at spin bowling. Now look at the wicket keepers. This is the most inexperienced lot of wicket keepers. यहाँ तो धोनी थे, यहाँ भी धोनी थे, यहाँ पे 3 लोग थे, लेकिन फिर भी including धोनी 2019 में. So that's what the bulk of the experience came in from Mahendra Singh Dhoni. But with the absence of Dhoni, our wicket keepers are largely inexperienced. Be it KL Rahul, Ishan Kishan, or even from an outside chance as Sanju Samson, they are largely inexperienced, and that's why, see, look at it, only 4 stumpings. So you have one of the best spin attacks in terms of wicket-taking ability, but this department is very weak for us in terms of the wicket keepers. Indian captain's experience. Yahan bhi we have a problem, because with Dhoni, he had 93 matches in 2011, it ballooned to 170, and then you had Virat Kohli in 2019, he still had 68 matches as captain. Rohit Sharma is at 27 at the start of the ODI World Cup, that's where he'll be. One of the most inexperienced captains in ODIs is what we have, not as a batsman, as a captain. And the average age, look at his age, he's 36. Dhoni was 29, 33, and Virat Kohli was 30. So we have the oldest captain, least inexperienced. Even with captaincy, comparatively, we've got a problem here, or is it at an opportunity? We'll have to wait and watch. So overall, this squad on the face of it is supposed to win World Cup 12 years down the line when it is back being played at home. But we have a problem. We have a problem that the squad is old, but the squad is inexperienced. And the squad reflects the captain, or vice versa. You decide. This is what the numbers say. Namaste.